Hello and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the noob and I call myself Xenso. So today is going to be episode number 5 in this Xenso city, but for now it's just some villages. Now this is not very nice to look upon. All the traffic going straight in this roundabout is taking a load of time to go through it, so yeah, but never mind, the traffic gets there sooner or later, and there's no problem right here where the thing for us is happening. So yeah, I'm going to let that be. Now I was going to see, let's start by placing a taxi depot, because I want taxi in this city. They need some way to get around here. Take this large depot like that, and we have taxi. Now what else before I get on with this, the big thingamajig today? Yeah, one thing is that in this area here, these roads are non-parkable. You can't park on these roads. So the only parking there is what these shops are allowing them, so to speak. So to get something other than that, maybe there's more people that want to go shop than there are parking spaces. So we're gonna take away all of the trees here in between, and we're actually going to do a little short thingamajig here, because we're going to find our little underground thingamajig here, and we're going to place one here and a key on. We're going to place one here. I'm going to place one in this corner here, and I'm going to have one in this corner, or maybe I just have it straight opposite like that, and then I'll put one in this corner, one in this corner, and one in this corner. And I actually want on the opposite side, so let's do like this as well. Bear with me, we're just going to do this first, and then I want something. You can see there's no parking spaces at all here down by the industry, which probably is quite annoying when you have to go to work, working in either, no matter where you work at, in these places you can't get there. The only way to get there is in a taxi, or if your husband or wife drives you, or something, a friend drives you to work, so he can let you off. And we don't want it like that, of course. Let's place one there as well. Now, what we're going to start with is actually parking. And let's see, this one, I think, yeah, it's a little bigger than the one I usually take, but this is the one I want for now. And we're going to place a couple of these. Just put them down nice and easy. I think we're going to try and have two. Oh yeah, we're going to three on each side of this little thing here, like this. And there. And now we need a path, because because we need to be able to get between these. So I'm taking this one straight across and straight over there and over there. Let's just go to each and every one on this side here. And we can even connect up to that system, which takes people from the living quarters to the industrial and commercial area here. So after that, we of course want to connect these to those one up there. Yeah, from that one to that one to this one, and then from that one to that one, and we go back to that one. Here to there to there. And from this one to that one. Definitely. And then from this one, I want to be going down towards the industrial area. Because we want to have a good industrial, a good way to get to work when you're working in the industrial area as well. Of course, we must like that, and then we fill in this so that they don't have to walk a lot of strange way. Now they can walk all the way to their wherever they work here. I think the cab drivers can't get to work though, so maybe we should have one more underpath there. Well, you know what? Let's find just one place. Just one place, and I think I'm going to be here actually. We're going to do this. We're going to go down here, and they're going to be able to walk across there. We're going to let them walk across that place. That's the only one. Let's hope that the traffic stays kind of low in this road here, so that they can pass here to get to the cab. Now they have the possibility to drive to this place, and from this place they can walk to any shops here or to any of the industrial places to work in. Now another thing I would love to see here, let's just have a look at this. We have it there. I'm gonna do I'm gonna pick a road. I think I'm gonna be satisfied with that road. I want it street level. Let's see if we can't find a good pipe. We don't want it in, and we don't want it like that. So let's go take away all, keep angle, go from, I think I'm gonna go from there all the way across like this. Let's see here, yes, there we have. Then we can switch on all of those again. But you can't have a road like this, so we're gonna actually be letting them driving from this place. So let's go, should I go 10 up without racing anything? No, let's go 8. 8 straight up, and then we go to this one. No, let's race it first. 12 there, and we go there, and then we just cross over this highway, and then we go down to that road. 11. Let's go 8 here. Let's go 11 like that. There we have it. They have a second way to get to that parking space. Yeah. Let's just, I don't like this, so let's fill that in with concrete. Like that. Yep. Nice. Now they can walk. They can park here and they can walk all the way to all of those without any bigger problems. Let's see if they're using any of them. Just, yeah, look, they're walking around everywhere here. They're even walking down here, as you can see. Yep. So now the industry shouldn't have a bigger problem. Shouldn't have a very big problem getting people to work, but we need more people. We need a lot of more people. So what do? We can see here that this one is red, and that is because there's no way for them to park. Same for these guys here, they don't have anywhere to park, so we're gonna have to build a new parking area here. So let's do that before we do anything else then. I don't think I'm gonna, there is a service road to use, but I've found that it doesn't matter if you use a service road or if you use any other road. I think it's the speed or something like that which is different on the service road. So yeah, I'm gonna use this because I think it looks better with that road, and I can change the speed if I want to lower it or something like that. Now we make this all the way out here like that, and now I want actually to continue with this one down here, but as you can see I don't want it that far away, and I certainly don't want it that close. So we're going to have to turn off all of those. Let's keep the angle on just and nothing else, and then let's be that far away. Can we turn everything on now? Yeah, but it doesn't really feel good. Let's not keep them thinking. This is okay. Now, how far do I want it? Somewhere around. I think I'm gonna be. You know what? I'm gonna be doing something else first of all. And it's this elder care. I want an elder care right down here. That's it. Now let's go back to that parking and try and figure out. We have to turn off everything again to get a good starting point here. Should we maybe we could use road guidance? No, it snaps to that one. Well, let's do like that, and we can close it in on that one, so we can turn on everything. So we can see how far do I want it? Somewhere around there. Yeah, let's do it there. And then I'm going to be using this road again. And I'm going to go out 3. And then I'm going to go down. I think I'm going to go down 4. And then I'm going to go straight across here. And then we wanted 2 out of there, and then go straight up until we are like that, and then go 4. Yes, and then back to this one here, and we do it all the way out to the end here. Yeah, that looks okay in my mind. Let's go back to this road and we take it all the way across. Now we don't want to continue there because that's when we start building on this area. That's when we're going to be starting on that. So now we have possibility to build out a lot of, no, sorry, I forgot, there was one more thing I need to do, and that's to connect these two, of course. I'm just going to do a curvy little thing like that, a little road bend there. I could actually do that with a 90 degrees angle instead. Let's do that actually. Oh crap. That wasn't good. Not what I wanted. It's what I got, but not what I wanted. Let's do this and let's take it all out there. Good, thank you. We need to go back here. I'm going to do that straight again because we're going to go all the way down there and then go there. We get a little other curve instead of that bendy thing. I think it looks better in these when you get into the parking area here, and that kind of road looks better. Makes it a little bit prettier. Now we're going to keep this distance between these two roads here, so I don't really mind. I think it's good enough. Let's just start by going down here, and then we need to pick the parking spaces, and I'm just gonna smack it down, and then I'm gonna do everything else and move it with it. Want that, and we want that one, and let's take away everything but building and segment. Now, I need to do this first of all because I can't do that with my eye. Just snap it into getting the exact, to be level exact with the road. So, and then we copy it, and that one, next one is the same. Snap it to that one, and we snap it to this one, and all of a sudden we have built quite a few of those parking spots. Let's see, can we fit this one in? No, so we need to do another one. Let's see if this one, yes, this one fits in, so we just put it down, and I use move it to get the right one, then center and do it to that segment. We take away segments, we move this like this, and then we copy it and place another one here. Let's see if we can't get that cute little lined up. Like that, yes. Now, what I want now is actually to move over to this place, and these two here, I actually want to bring those over. I want to copy those. And it's not, it is trees, and I think it's surface. Let's see, no, it wasn't. Is it props or is it decals? Props it was. Good. And we copy those and we bring them over here like that. That's good enough for me for now anyway. Now we want more parking places down here and up there. I think we can start up here actually. I want electric cars here. Well, I want electric cars to park up here. That could be good considering the fire hazard when it comes to electric cars. It's a building, I guess, and I need to be able to rotate at a segment. Now this, you can see this didn't turn, so I need to find another road segment and hope that that will turn it. Yes, yes, the other way, yes, yes, yes. Now, luckily for me, this road is parallel with this road, so if it's like doing it with this road, so to speak. But if this one wasn't parallel with this one, then I would be up creek. You probably know what the first word there is, but anyway, let's move this to get this lined up here, and we copy it to have one more just next to it. Oh, it's not so pretty, but yeah, it has to do. Yeah, the car will be parked there most of the time, I guess, so won't be a problem. Let's see what we can get down here then. I want this one, and this one should be able to just do that one, and then we can't do any more. So then I'm gonna have to fill out the last ones with this one. If we then think in the terms like that, well, these are not for handicapped people. Well, no, so I guess it's for the owners and stuff like that. Hey, you know that they are, because of the money they have, they of course have the right to park even closer than the handicapped people. So, and then we do a little concrete here to make it look a little better. I think we're gonna get a little bit of problem there. Yes, we're gonna have to see what we can do about that further down, but for now let's just fix this one so that it looks okay. I'll take a little crack like that, and then we make this happen. Now it's starting to get a lot of traffic going to be going in this intersection, so I want to take away the ability to walk in that one, but they need to be able to get over. So I'm going to make some underground here actually. So let's bring back that underground. There it is. I'm going to try and place it. Oh, it's snapping is on. I don't want it to be snapping. Can't I turn that off here? I need to go into the road, so what? Let's turn off that snapping. Will that help me? Or is it in move? It's just, no, snapping isn't on move it, so let's go back to this. And I want to, oh, it's those, whatchamacallit, parking roads that they're snapping to. Okay, so when that's done, we need the path so that people can get underneath it from -12 to -12, and they should of course be able to walk up to this one, and from this one down to that one, like that. So now we can turn off all the walking in this intersection here, so that the traffic can smoothly go along there. And I'm actually thinking about this one as well. I think I'm going to take away the possibility to, but this one comes, but that's on the parking place, so that's, I'll allow that. There we go. Looks nice, looks nice. I think we have something here now. let's see what it looks like in here. You see there's no red left now. There's still a little darkness in these, so still hard for them to move into the place. So let's do some more of them. Let's do this one as well then. Let's start by, actually I'm gonna start by actually creating a crossing here, like that. Now there is a crossing for them to pass over here, and then I want a path, but I want it to be pitch up like that, and they should be able to walk across here. All that jazz, as they say, like that. From there to there. Now they can walk to this, and I think in this corner here, let's do some magic here as well. Like that, and then sort of like that. They will be able to walk this way as well. That will be good enough with that. Now let's get the next thing done here, which of course is back to placing out more parking. Let's just twist it a little bit like that, so it's got some direction right. Now this is the building, we go segment, we rotate that center to that segment, and then we turn off the segment again, and then we start moving this one. I think we want to start on this side. We're not going to be placing any trees and planters on this one though. It's not my plan anyway, so what did I just do? That's too far down. Let's start from this side instead, like that. Oh crap, that's too far in. I get tired of myself sometimes. Let's take that one away. Let's take this one and put it a little bit further up, like that. Now we can copy it. Let's place this right here, like that, yes. And then this one, like that. Oh, a full 8 is fitting in here. Let's continue with this one. Car's been parking up there. I don't know, I'm having a hard time. I don't know if I'm getting old or if anyone else has that problem, but I do have a little problem getting those millimeters right. Anyway, now we want to do something about this that we're left with, and then we need to see if we can't find, and that's no, I think that's too much work actually. I think we're gonna do this instead. Planter. Let's see, we're gonna go planter curb because that's what they're called. Let's take this large one, place one here and one there, and then we go, let's see, what's this, tiny tree. We don't want tiny trees, do we? We like big trees. So let's see if we can't get a redwood. Giant redwood 1. Oh, that's a large one. Yeah, cool. Let's place that right in there and then That's a small one. Not so small one. Let's place that one there. This is a little bigger. Like that. Ooh. I think this one is better. Let's place it there. Let's get into move it, and we get let's take that one so we can get that tree and delete it. And we're gonna delete that tree, and we're gonna take this tree and move it into this position here, like that. Might look a little bit silly with huge trees like that on a parking space, but I couldn't help myself. I think it looks fun and a bit cool. I think we're going to leave those places here open for now. We might be filling it in later on, but for now we're going to keep it like that. Maybe I'll just fill it in off camera because I really want us to get into the thing that I was planning for this episode. I just wanted to do a little small things to get the city to grow a bit before I did that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm just going to be placing a couple of houses here to get the population up. I'm trying to do this as quick as possible, like that, right? Yes, and then I want one here as well. Let's place this one there, and then this one there, and then actually I'm gonna be showing you here 1.4. Let's place this one right on this side here, and this one on the other side here. And then I want plaza. Loads of plazas here. That's the one I want. And I want to place it right next to that one. Like that. And I want one on the other side. Oh, congratulations, the park grew. Okie dokie. And then we go in the cafe, and let's pick the strict toasters. Yeah, it's going to flip for back and forth like that, so we're going to have to use move it to center it, and we just center it down here. There we go. Now we have a cafe, and we have some outside dining for them from that cafe, and we have these works as small plazas, one could say, but it's at the same time it's a path. They can walk on these, a pathway. So yeah, and it suits just being outside the nursing home here, taking care of all the old people. And then I will be wanting one of these as well, a child care center of course, and it's too big to have there, so we're gonna have it down there. So that's the center of that place, and people are moving in, and let's have a look at this one thing here. Well, it's back to being kind of a dark red here. Oh, nothing to do with that. Nothing to do about that at the moment. Now I think I have only one thing to do before we get into, or two. I can see that we have at least two things I wanted to do before we do the main thing of this episode. Could be a long episode. I don't know yet. So you can see, the people that have watched the other episodes know that there is a walkway in here, and I want people to walk in there. So what I think is going to be the best way to get people into that spot is to build these small parks attached to that one. Have one there, and I want one on this one, like this. There we go. Now we have these small parking areas, which I hope will be interesting for people to get to, and if it is, then they will start using these walkways and walk in there, and yeah, it will be fun. So the next thing I wanted to do before going into the main thing of this episode is actually the roads in these. You know, I moved around them the houses a bit because the trees and stuff like that should be away for the garage and stuff like that. Now I'm not going to what should I say? I'm not going to move or put any more housings in and stuff like that, but I'm going to do something else. I'm going to find that road again. Let's see. Let's go out here and find that road, which is this suburban road. But now I want to change it a bit. So lights, I want lights of course, but I want to take away the trees from this. So let's have left lane. We could change it to palm trees, but I want none. And the same for the right side. No trees on this road. Now then I want, let's see if it was in settings here. No. There was somewhere road, here we go. Hide road decoration. That means that we will be without these electrical boxes and stuff like that. It's not that I want to get rid of the electric boxes and the fire hydrants and the potholes and stuff like that, but it's so easy that they're getting away of these driveways, so it's just not worth it. Just doing like that, and it will only contain street lights. And I'm going to change that in this entire suburban area here. And see that the crossings are still there, so that's a good thing that I don't have to change that. Something I will be doing something off camera here as well. It might be when I've ended this episode that I will do it, and that is in these intersections up here and down here. I will be putting in the zebra crossings, so to speak, so people can, because they can walk across there now, but I want it to be visually seenable as well, or whatever. Like that. I think every tree is away now, every fuse box or whatever they're called, and an electric box and stuff like that. It gets a little bit naked. I could agree with people if anybody's going to be saying stuff like that, but I'm gonna be doing more and more, putting more trees in and stuff like that in these areas after when time allows me to. So, but if I'm gonna be doing one more thing, and that is this little thing here. I want, while I still have it in my mind, we do need a lot of money as well, so it's better that I'm doing stuff while we build up there. So let's see, that was too far. It's on the other side of this one then. We want one way, and we want all these to be back. I want it to be straight, and I'm going out 3, and then I'm going to go down, and I want to go down there. Yes, bear with me. I'm pretty soon going to show you where our main focus for this episode will be, and as I said, it might be a long episode, I don't know. I'm winging it a bit, so yeah. So I think I'm done doing. I'm gonna be doing something off camera with the farming as well, so that this will grow. You don't have to. I don't want you to just sit here and wait for me to establish this farming industry. You all know how the farming industry works. This area is what I wanted to be the main focus of this episode. So what are we going to do here then? Well, you're going to see. First of all, we're going to make it a park area actually. So let's change, and we're going to do a park area all the way down from these. I think we're going to change out the quay as well, because this might be a couple of weeks ago for you, but yesterday there was 2 new DLCs, and I got them, and one of them contained a lot of new quays or keys, as I've been told that one should say. So I'm sticking with keys now. I will try to stick to keys anyway, but yeah. So I'm gonna remove this, but I'm gonna keep the one at the end just for now, so that I can get a straight line with the new ones. Like that, and then we're going to find those keys. Let's go in here. It's a little tough, it's chewy to get in there. Then we have bridges and piers, and let's see, do we want something that they can walk upon? Would be kind of cool if they could be walking on 2 levels, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's place that one in. So let's go from here to, let's keep it. Oh, that's just the money. Where does it say? There we go. 60. I wanted to go to 60 here. Like that, and then we change to this one, and we go 10 like that, and then we go back to this one all the way out to there. And you can see that this new one doesn't fit into the old one, but that's okay. We're gonna tear them down now. It's the Gorbachev, tear down those walls, or tear down that wall, I think it was, that Ronald Reagan told Gorbachev many, many years ago. There we go. On this side, we go right there. Yeah, let's place it out there. Now, of course, let's wait for that chewy part here again. Now I need to level this up, so I'm going to be taking away everything but nodes, and then let's, it's not good. This is a hard thing to find out exactly. Oh crap, oh well. Let's just do like that, and then we hold up shift in and we'll find our the ones out in the ends, like that. These keys are often, it's very hard to find the nodes on those. I don't know why, but yeah, very often it is. And we get actually a kind of nice smooth line there. So we have we don't want these, of course, so we have to go into this place where it takes forever to get up again. I know it is because I have so many mods installed. Let's see, move that a bit and move that a bit. Let's up that one. Let's have a more strict one, and we press little quick press on the button like that and that and that. Yes, yeah, just a quick press of the button and it goes away. That's nice. And of course we want to, that's done now. Now we want to prolong that fence out here because we don't want anybody to walk in, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it will go down. Yeah, can't place it there because so we need to place it some in that corner. Then we go over to the other side, and the other side has that one down there, so let's place that up here like that perhaps, or what? Now it goes down there as well, so let's place it up. Oh, it just has to be there then. Yes, that's where we're gonna have it. And on this side I'm actually going to be placing something. You've seen it before. This billboard. I like this billboard because it makes a little commercial for my channel, which I like, of course. Let's see if we can get it straight along this wall. Like that. And then we're gonna have to move it because it's way too, and we don't, and let's see what this is. Is it a prop? Yes. Nice when you get it at the first try. Like that. Yeah, sticks to the wall there. Good, good, good. And while we're here, let's just jump in like that and take a closer look at it. And why not do what the science tells you? Subscribe to my little channel. It's Gaming Like a Noob channel. Anyway, now to continue what I really going to do. I think you have figured it out what I'm going to do here. But yeah, I'm going to be starting with this. This shouldn't be gravel road, so let's start with that. Well, I don't know, I've stopped the time here. So we're going to start with that. We're going to upgrade this one to that kind of road. Now that's done. Now we need to do is take a look at this. I'm going to see how I want to do this. Well, first of all, we're going to have parking. We need parking slots or parking places here. Parking. So let's see if this one looks good here. Yeah, it looks right. Let's place as many as we can here. I mean, some of you might be thinking this will be an amusement park or something like that. And for those people, I say, think again. Let's see, let's go on. we can see that I was a bit stupid there. I should have placed that further down, so I'm going to use move it. And these are buildings, I guess, yes. So move it down like that. Take next to move it into that one. Let's place it real close to each other. Like that. And the next one. Real close as well. I think we're getting too far down here. Hey, we could move even further. You can see I don't want that glitch, but this one doesn't have it. But I get a glitch between the lines if I don't pull this one down a bit. So let's do like that. You know what? I don't think these are really lined up. So let's have a little space in between them. Let's do like that. And the last one. Like that. Now we want a road. We want that road, and I want to go out just a little bit, not that far really. Oh well, let's do that then. And we want to go down here and let's take away everything but the angle so that we can sort of feel our way through there I guess. Yeah, that's good enough. And then that one should be hooked up to that one there. Like this. Now I think that's, how many squares is that? Let's see if we can find something out here. 5. So let's see if I get something that got 1 times 5. Doesn't look like it. This is a shop, but is that one? Yeah, might be. One terminal. No. Then we look at the other way around. 5.1. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing. I guess we'll have to see 1 times 4. We do have these that we could place over each other, perhaps. Let's see if we can do that. Place one there and one on this other side. Like that, and maybe, just maybe that could look okay. It's glitching a bit, but yeah, I'm not going to be too sad about that, but I do see that I need to put them a lot closer down here, like that, and then put the other one over. Oh crap. You know what, let's do like that, but we put them closer to that one, and we put them closer to that one, and then we sort of do like this instead. We take this knob and we move that one up, and the same on this one, like that. Solved it, guys, we solved it. That looks okay, I think. It's a little crooked. Well, I guess the one that painted the road was a bit tipsy that day. Now you're going to see what this is going to be, because here is where I'm going to be placing this. A crematorium right across the street here. So I'll guess you have figured out what this is going to be. Yes, it's going to be a large cemetery. And today I'm going to be doing a church here. I'm going to be making one of these squares. I'm going to be making a cemetery in. and then we're gonna call that episode done, and then I'm gonna be copying and pasting and everything in all the other squares, and so it's going to be looking pretty much like the first square, but it will be a lot of gravestones among other things. But another thing that I want to start with here is actually what I'll need one of these actually, and place it right here. Beach Hill? What in God's name? Oh well, I'm gonna be fixing. I need to fix that. I thought I did replace that one there, and we take this one and we pull it all the way down there. Like that. Now, let's see, where was I? Yeah, in this one. Oh, I've made an industry out of it, then no wonder then. We don't want an industry here, we want a park area. Really sorry about that, guys. I guess you must have wondered, what is he talking about? Placing a park area. He's placing a industrial area. What a sot. What a strange little sot. Well, now I'm placing a park out of it, so let's hope that will be okay with you guys. Let's just try not to get that road into the park as well. Like that, yes. Then we go down. Now, I'm pretty sure, rather, that's not good. I'm gonna have to line that up every time I move it, but I do want it to be, oh my god, I want to be close so I can see if I'm right on it. I have just a little smidge left, like that. I think I want it, let's see, now I want it in that height. I hope it looks okay. Yes, it looks fine by me. Except for that one. Is that because I'm so close? I guess it is, because it wasn't there before. So I guess we'll have to give that up. So I'm gonna move it back, and we're gonna have to have that little concrete thingamajig like that then, so we don't get that thing. Now I guess you understand why I did this one here, because they can walk on both this one up here and this one down here. And walking, when you come into the park here, you should be able to get down pretty easy. And then I want it up and down on each side, so that you can go all along and then go up and go back up here. But I didn't want to have stairs in every place here, so I think this was the best solution, and I think it looks good. And yeah, we're gonna get electricity down to this one as well, but I have this whatchamacallit, electricity through the road system, and it doesn't work on these quays unless there is a building close by. So what we're going to start with is actually placing a building. So I'm going to be placing down, let's see, a good looking little park here. Let's see, I'm going to place it along here. Let's place it quite close to the wall here, and we can see it did not raise, didn't go up here, so we don't have to worry about that then. Now, best thing I can do here now is to take a look if it glows in the dark. So let's make it dark. Yes, it glows in the dark. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I think it's pretty. Looks good. Yeah. Let's go back to daylight, shall we? So that we can see what we're doing. Like that. Now, I'm going to continue that as well. Might be doing a lot of those things off camera as well. Now we're going to start on this cemetery. So we need a church, and the only church I could find that looked okay for me was this one. So I'm going to be placing it somewhere here, like that. And you're going to have to get a look at it, like this. I think that looks okay. So, and then I want some gravel pathway on both sides of the church. Actually, so let's do that, and we want nothing but grid. So, all the way down there, and all the way down there. And I actually would like one in between. No, don't like that. No, I don't. I'd rather have it closer to the church then. Like that. And of course I want something here then. That's 3 times 2, ain't it? So let's go in here. 2 times 3. That's all houses, nothing park-like. I don't want a house in my graveyard. Nobody should be living on a graveyard. What was that? That's a small barn. It would be pretty cool actually, but the building itself, but I don't want it to be, because they could have some a sort of a building where they could have their tools and everything like that. So, but yeah, I guess that wasn't to be. What's this? This looks like a house, is it? Is that a house? A strange looking house. Anyway, let's go on with this. What's that? That's all. No. What's that? I don't know. What's it? Was it farming? I don't want a farm in here. So let's continue to look, search for things. It's what we call it. It's a house. I don't want a house, even if there actually is houses the preachers are living, used to live a long time ago. The priest did live very close to the church in a little, so, but nothing. Well, then let's go 1 times 2, and we have this one. Maybe we can place this a couple of times now. I don't think so. That's with garbage, and that's a park. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Go out. Well, I would actually like it if it wasn't for the concrete there. It's hard to make that overpass from one thing to the other, but generally I would really like it otherwise. Let's see if we can paint it with gravels and see what happens here. Actually, that looks actually a lot better. Should we have one more of those perhaps on this side? Let's go for that. And then I want this one in between. And then we go out and we paint the ground here as well. Like this. That looks good. That looks good. I'm pleased with that. I hope you are too. Like that, yes. Looks nice. Looks very nice. Actually. So let's keep it that way. I'm satisfied with that. And mostly because most of my problems with the ground actually is that this grass straw is going through a lot of concrete stuff and like that, and it doesn't look good. So when I place grass or stuff or things like that, I usually paint underneath. I usually paint with concrete or pavement because that smooths the area. The ruin is also okay, that also takes away the grass, and then you can use some decor or some decals and stuff like that to place above that. Now we have this square here. We're going to be moving over to this square because we're not going to be, I haven't got a clue what I want in these areas yet, but it will come to me, bear with me. Now these areas, I want to start with something they call dream here. Now these are a logistic thingamajig, but it looks like a very good park things. So let's see here, 3, 4. I want these, and I think I'm going to be placing one there, and you can see that we can have one here, and then I want to squeeze in a one in between those. And then I want the corner. I want a corner here. And I want a corner here, but I need this corner on that way. And then back to a 4. I'm gonna be playing with this, of course, when it comes to placing them right as well. This one is further, so let's have a 2 4s and a 2 here, and then a corner on the other side here, and we need to go to that road. Back to this one with a 4, a 1, and a 4, and the corner. Like that. Now we have all those placed. Now I need them to line up beautifully here. And to do that, I'm going to start in this corner here, or should I start in this corner? Oh well, I'm gonna, whatever I do decide, I need to have it look like it actually is the center. Like this. So there. Now I want to see that it looks like it's like that, and yeah, it looks like it's just about as much on both sides. Let's place this one into that one then. Like that, and then we have the next. We can see that there is a little gap. Yeah. Let's go here. Now that's the, should I say, the worst thing about when it comes to that green line. I really would love to be able to take away that green line so that you could see what happens underneath it, because it's very hard to line things up when you don't see the line. Like that, let's see, a little more, like that, yeah, one place with that. Then we have this last piece on this side. Not close enough, a little more, like that, yes. I think I'm going to get a problem here, because that one's going to be so far from the road there that it might be a problem. Now you will see why I want it away from the road, but yeah, let's just hope that this works, or we're going to have to take away that corner on that side. And let's see. Trying to line it up as beautiful as possible here. Like that. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. And a little closer. Closer, like that. Yes. Now to the real wonder. The real wonder is, will this not be saying that it's too far from the road, don't have connection to the road? It hasn't done it yet, so let's hope it doesn't do it. Now look at this. Oh, sorry. Now we have this little area here. So we can take away, and I think I'm pleased with how this turned out. I think if I'm going to do something, I'm going to take the entire thing and leave a gap there as well. I think I'm going to do that right away. Actually, I'm going to go in here, I'm going to take away the possibility for that. I'm just going to mark everything, and then I'm going to go up here and I'm going to pull it a bit down like this until I can see some grass plopping up there. There we go. Like that. Yes. Yes. I think I'll be satisfied with that. Like that. And then, of course, inside there, I want to take this ruined one. I'm going to go and take away the grass here so that we get it nice and smooth. Like this. Smooth it down really good. Like this. Doobie 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 doo. This is going to be good. It's good enough for me. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. Let's see. I hope it's good enough for you guys. Let's continue to get this smooth. And yeah, I know it's been a couple of weeks for you guys since that came out, that bridges and piers and the train stations, but for me this is the first episode I do since then. So yeah, I guess I can talk a bit about it, what I think about it, and I actually like it. I think it's good that they do release something, because sometimes they just quit altogether, and I've been wanting something out of it, so let's I've been missing. I've been waiting for something to happen in the City Skylines. It's been a long time since they last did something, but we'll have to acknowledge the fact that it's been a tough time for everybody, not only for all of us ordinary people. It's been not very, they haven't had the possibility to do work in the way that they usually do, so it of course puts some problems for them as well. So I guess it's something we have to put up with, that they of course as well have problems getting things done here and now. This I don't like. I don't know how to fix this, because if I go further down here I will be clicking from this one, so there will be a grass sort of overlap here, which I don't like. You can see if I do like that happens. So yeah, I don't really know how to get a smooth and beautiful way for this to look. And I think I'm going to be taking, maybe look how this looks. Yes, we're going to go one more down like that, and now we're going to have to find these. Now these can be placed 2 away from the road, so this is going to be kind of, this is sort of excellent, because these ones, or these ones, or whatever you say, actually works like regular cemeteries, so it looks like it does, like this. We get something that looks like a real cemetery like this, I think, but anyway. But they still work as ordinary cemeteries. It's just all local areas. Like that, and while we have done that, well, we just might, or we just as well should take away this one. We don't need it, but we can't eliminate it with any other way than we move it. And I'm going to take away the one in the little village out here as well. Here we go, and away with it. Now these will work as the cemetery, like that. Actually, you know what? I do want them to. Now, if I do that, I will have other problems, other issues, as they say. We will continue with this. We just 2 seconds. I'm thinking about what I want to do next, but I think I have this 1x4. Was it this one? Park. I think I'm going to be placing that next to this one here, quite close to the road. We place it down, and we do one on the other side. one close to the road, yes, like that. Now it looks like this. Now what I want is actually hedges. What's this? Tall hedge. That well, oh, that wasn't. Let's have a little. Is this better? I want it quite compact and quite high for this hedges here anyway. That one I think will do for me, and I want to, let's place one like that, and we do like that, and we mark this, and let's see if we can't rotate at center to this segment like that, and then we copy it. And we just place it along this one. Doobie 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 doo. This looks quite nice actually. Like that, and we go over to the other side. Start from there. Quite nice, this. Yeah, that looks nice. Next thing we want to find is probably some sculptures here. We want to place. Nah, that doesn't look. It's too small. I wanted a bigger one. How about this one? It's not that big either. Don't I have a Beethoven? Yeah. Well, I guess we'll place him in the corner. In each of the corners, like that. Yeah, a little sad that it is on a concrete bottom. That could be gravel, but yeah, nevertheless, it's okay. Now I want something else. I want R69 grass. So let's get these large ones, and we place one that goes just about something like that. Do I want it like that? I guess. We leave this and we get nothing of those. We take, and we only have decals because no, this wasn't, this was surface of course, yes. And we copy it. Now you're gonna be, you have to bear with me here because we're gonna be putting glass all over this place. Here at the bottom, so here straight across like this. Oh, that would be a tiny little. Oh well. Yeah. Now I want to take all of those and copy those, and then I'll try to stay. Close to this edge here. Now there there is one thing that it scares me a bit here, and that is that I have totally lost where that pathway goes. I know it goes somewhere here in the middle, but I mean I can get that one straight up, well, won't be a problem, but exactly where it goes out into the sides is where I sort of find a bit problematic. Because now I want this one. Let's see, how wide is this? Too wide. How wide is this? I'm gonna call that perfect. So I'm gonna be placing that one because it goes in between those just right. So I'm going to be placing that one there, and then I'm going to be copying that actually, and I'm going to build up this sort of pathway in between the hedges and straight up here. Let's hope it's straight anyway. Let's be satisfied with that and just try to use, and we take away the big one like that, yes, and we copy that, placing it right. It's always better when you get lots of them like this. Easier to control. Well, we just have to wing this, I guess. Let's hope that it's here someplace, and I'm gonna go out like that. Same thing on the other side. But and you can see that this is not looking pretty. So what I have to do about that is something like this. We're gonna have to, that's a lot of work here, shift to take away all the big circles. Oh, here we go. All the big circles need to go. Only keeping the small ones. It's always the small ones that get it. Like that. And then I'm just gonna be pressing page up one time, and everybody should be above the grass. Like that. So we don't have to do anything else. I'm just gonna see that it doesn't leave any bad marks and stuff like that. No, that's look good to me, and we're pretty close to being finished with this. And as I said, you'll only get to see me do one of these squares, of course. The rest of them I will do off camera. I will just copy them and paste them into the other squares, and then we will be making, I will be making other things happening outside and around here, perhaps some hedges and stuff like that. So, but whatever, let's get this done. We still have some things to do, because now I want some flowers. We have this flower garden we can, oh, that's way too thick. Don't we have a flower bed? Oh, this flower bed is perfect out here, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be perfect just out here? I think so. Let's see what we can, or maybe I should just be doing what we always do. There's got to be a prop, I guess. Yes. And we copy it. And it's hard when that blue line is there, but let's just try to drop it down. Best of my ability. Oh well, we need to go out to Beethoven there. Then we stop copying and we can just... Oh, we don't want the hedge. We already have the hedge on the other side. We just want that flower line. Be able to put it on the other side as well, like that. Oh, they changed colors on me. That's okay. I would have preferred to have them all in red, but yeah, it's okay, it's okay, I promise you. Now, of course, let's see what we can do in there then. I am actually thinking, should we have some flowers planted on the graves, or not planted, but put some flowers on some of the graves and stuff like that. But at the same time, oh, that's a lot of flower thingamajiggies. But let's start with a bench. We want people to be able to have a sit here in the middle. So I'm going to be placing one there and one opposite it, like that. And then I want some light actually. Let's have a, let's see, old French. And I want something like that one. That looks pretty. Let's place one in each of these corners here. Like that. And perhaps use this one as, yeah, one here, one there, and one here. Now I wonder if those will work, but I think they do. Let's turn off the light. Well, it's not night time anymore. Yeah, that looks good. Don't you think that looks good? I think that looks good. Leave a comment if you think that looks good. But there is actually two things I would like to place here as well. Let's do like this, and we go spot, and I have this yellow light. I think we need to point at Beethoven on both sides here, and I actually want that at the church as well. I want one here, I want one here. I don't need one back there, but I do need one here and perhaps one here. Or should it be here? Or here? There we go. I think that looks good. Yeah. And the cemetery looks quite nice actually. We could be done there. But I'm thinking some flowers might not be all too bad. You know what? I think I need another light as well. One more of those old Frenchy. I think it was that one up there. I forgot one here to even it out. Let's have a little like that. And now, yes, let's place some flowers then. Flower. I don't want something big like this, for example, that covers up the entire grave. A white flower, that's a big one as well. This one could actually be some decoration, but no, that's not. That's a flower bed. What's that? Random flower pot? No, not pots. This is some big fields with flowers. Market stand. This is market flowers as well. It's not the best of things. That's something like that. This small purple. Oh, this could look good. Let's place one right at this grave here. Not, can't see much of it, but yeah, let's place out some of these flowers. What's this? Is this that's a large one? That's a large one, and that's a tree. Yellow, orange, pink. These are all too big. I mean, I can't. Should I just be doing those few that I have there? Let's place a couple of more of these and see if we can't find some roses or tulips or something like that, because I know I should have some of those as well. Somebody's died in my city. Going to get him like that. Let's see if we can have a rose. There are some roses, but are they small enough? This one is humongous. No way am I using that, that's for sure. Let's see, is there anything else with rose? Should have an E as well. We only have this shady rose bushes. No, something we could have at the entrance, but no. Nope. Then we have to see tulip. Might be the answer then. This is some flowers as well. Well, that looks a little better. Let's place it in some spots here. Purple. Best color ever, purple. That's just what I think. I think it's a beautiful color, purple. Oh, but let's say I don't want to overdo this. Just gonna have a couple of flowers. And we should go back to the other flowers as well, so that we could, or that we can place some of those as well on the other. There we go, and then we just go back to flowers and we try to find those that we had before. Those were the only ones that these ones were the only ones that I thought were good enough. The other one was too big. Let's place out some of these. Yellow. some chicken yellow, and just a couple of more. It's not that important anymore like that. Anything else? Let's take a step back and look at this. I think it looks good actually. I'm pleased with it. Let's do like this and let's do like that, and then we go in and have a little stroll. If at the graveyard, and we can see the tulips. I think the graves. I think we placed the flowers on the wrong side of the grave, but no, it doesn't seem to be anything written on any side of the graves. No, well that's good, because you don't want to see your own name on one of those. So yeah, that's good that they're all blanks. But yeah, I think this looks okay, and I think we're gonna be pleased with this episode actually. I think I'm gonna be done here with this episode. Do like, subscribe, and above all, when it comes to this episode, it would be very cool if you would leave a comment and say what you think about it. And what I'm going to do is try to copy all of this into every square on these, and I'm going to see how I'm going to be placing them and stuff like that. But hey, what are you doing here? This is supposed to be a parking free zone. Maybe I've forgotten to turn that off. Of course I have. So let's turn off the parking. But as I said, do leave the comments and stuff, and like and dislike if you didn't like it. It's okay to dislike something. We can't think alike on everything, and sometimes we can't even think alike on something. So, and I'm not offended if you don't like. You don't have to be a big jerk about it though, but I'm not offended if you don't like it, so it's okay. It's even okay to comment that you don't like it. Let's see, just want to do away with that as well. We don't want any parkings out here either, because they have a big parking lot to park on. So, but as I said, it's okay if you don't like it and you want to express that. Just try to keep it friendly. It's unnecessary to go to length to say horrible things to people. But as I said, I'm gonna call it for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I'm gonna do some off-camera stuff now, and then I will see what we will do in our next episode. Until then, stay safe and have fun. Bye bye.